We're live.
Yeah,
on me.
It's
on me.
It's I think it's kimchi.
Okay,
And
here we go. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the February 20th, 2024 regular Village Board meeting. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I hope everybody notices our nice new floor.
Beautiful.
We renovated in-house with our DPW crew.
Thank you, guys.
Yes,
fantastic.
Looks so much bigger.
it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Shiny and gray. Reminds me of Henry's head.
Oh!
We're getting dinged until March 29th.
Motion we approve the minutes of the February 6, 2024 Village Board meeting.
Second that.
All right. And I think we could approve the minutes from the joint meeting with the town also. And that was February 12th at 6 o'clock. The minutes, as all minutes, are public information if anybody'd like to review what was talked about. But it was a very good, productive meeting. We had some good discourse on half dozen or so topics that were of concern to the town and the village. And we have, I think it paves the way, and we've set we're going to do them quarterly, so the next one sometime tentatively beginning of April. I forget the exact date, but we'll keep everybody posted of that, and that next one will be at the Queens Town Hall.
I second that.
Second all those motions.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so I do have to execute this road use agreement for the Champlain Hudson Power Express electric transmission cable system crossing. And it's a road use and crossing agreement, and they're intending on constructing that 1,250 megawatt high voltage direct current electric facility, which is really just two cables about this big. Remember, years ago, the guy brought a sample of the material. It's impressive what it is. But they will need to have access to certain spots. It runs primarily, really two ways. It follows the train tracks through a large portion of the state, and then it also follows the Hudson River for the rest of the state. In our particular area, it will run near or alongside or underneath the railroad tracks. It's all underground bores, very deep. I think in some spots 30 to 60 feet deep it has to go to get away from the other utilities. So these are just certain easements, parcels that the village owns, that we are going to allow them to park equipment on to use at the time, and they will restore it to its original or better condition. Anybody else, private people, have probably already been approached for the easements, because that's their property, and they would negotiate that on their own. But as far as the village goes, we have met with the company, we have had our lawyer review, and everything's a pretty standard agreement. There was some confusion, but there is quite a fiscally generous pilot program that we will be receiving payments throughout the years for the taxes on that property, and it's a big benefit to the village for something that's very low impact. So I motion that we sign and accept that agreement.
Second that.
Yes.
All right. So carried, all yes. And that brings us to some stuff Linda has to talk about.
Yes, it does. I have a couple motions that I'm going to make. I make a motion to include our health insurance policy a notice of status change to include in our health insurance policy, a notice of status change for all employees, active and retired, effective today. And I'm going to quickly read the status change as follows. Anyone covered under the Village of Ravena Health Insurance Plan is mandated within 15 days to notify the village office of any status change, such as, but not limited to, death, divorce of a spouse, death of a dependent child, spouse losing their coverage, marriage date, birth, adoption of a child, death of a domestic partner, dependent status change, Medicare insurance eligible date for you or your spouse, and copy of your Medicare card. Any employee who fails to notify the village office within the designated time, which again is 15 days, stated above, may or will be responsible if unnecessary premium was paid. Under that status, do we have to yes it?
I will second that.
Yeah.
All right, so it
Okay.
passes.
And the next motion has to do with our health insurance as well. I make a motion to add a domestic partnership policy change to our health policy effective today. For those who want to review that policy, it's going to be attached to the health insurance policy, which is available in the village clerk's office, and you can go in and ask to see that at any time.
Yep, and essentially number 9 is the change, right?
Yes.
On there. And that's just making the parties aware that Village of Ravena agrees to add domestic partner to the health insurance policy, but the employee is responsible to pay 100% of the premium for that domestic partner. And I will second that as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay. And we have the first resolution for the new year. Okay. Resolution 1-2024. This is an agreement between the Village of Ravena and Carver Companies located in the hamlet in the town of Queens requesting an extension of the water district. Whereas Carver Companies needs treated water on their property for the General Electric windmill project located in the hamlet of Queens, town of Queens, Albany County. And whereas Carver Companies has requested from the Village of Ravena a water extension of 400 feet on said property north of the Lafarge Wholesome Conveyor Belt, and to include the area south of the conveyor belt on New York State Route 143 located in the hamlet of Queens. And whereas Carver Companies will be responsible for all expenses incurred for the installation of a main water line of a minimum 8-inch water meter and fire protection to the buildings that will be constructed on said site, and will apply to everything in the existing unratified district and extension north of the conveyor belt. Whereas the Village of Ravena is responsible for inspections of the said water line, quarterly meter readings, and billing at a rate established by the Village of Ravena. And whereas the Village of Ravena will limit the amount of gallons used per day by Carver Companies without having an installation of a water tank or tower, and that amount is set by Barton and LaJudas, our Village of Ravena water engineers. And whereas, if Carver Companies exceed the daily limit of water usage set by the Village of Ravena, Carver Companies will have to promptly install a water tank or tower with the evaluation of our said engineers. And now therefore be it resolved that the Village of Ravena Village Board accepts the following resolution for Carver Companies to move forward with the extension of the water district on said properties in the hamlet of Queens, town of Queens. And now therefore be it further resolved that the Village of Ravena approves Mayor William J. Mizraca Jr. to sign the contract between the Village of Ravena and Carver Companies. And we'll do an open vote for that. Caitlin Appley, how do you vote? Joseph Ganley?
Aye.
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 Linda Meyer?
Aye.
And I will also vote aye, and Trustee Warner will be marked absent. So carried. All right. And this is also predicated on the fact of actually getting the old district that doesn't exist beyond the bridge in effect, which I've been in communication with the town about that. So we'll get all this buttoned up and make it legit. Well, we got 2 resolutions today. Okay, this one is for AIM funding, and that is the aid and incentives for municipalities. And whereas the aid and incentives for municipalities AIM program plays a critical role in funding essential municipal services for cities and villages across New York State. And whereas city and village officials share the same priorities as our state leaders, which is to make New York safer and more affordable. And whereas New York's local governments, who are the front line of controlling property tax affordability and ensuring public safety, are integral to achieving those goals. Whereas the state has not increased AIM funding in 15 years, and according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, inflation has increased by nearly 45% during that same time period. Whereas this neglect from the state has led to rising municipal tax burdens and harmful disinvestment in essential municipal services and staff. And whereas the property tax cap further limits the ability of local governments to properly fund the services their residents need. Whereas the challenges of rising inflation, the increasing cost of labor and supplies, and the end of extraordinary federal aid only accentuate the need for an increase in AIM funding. And whereas the governor's 2024-2025 executive budget proposes to keep AIM funding flat, and whereas an increase in AIM funding would reduce the local tax burden and help revitalize communities across New York. And now therefore be it resolved that the Village of Ravena urges Governor Hochul to work with the leaders of the Senate and Assembly and increase the AIM funding in the 24-25 adopted state budget. We'll do an open vote on that. Trustee Appleby, how do you vote?
Aye.
Aye. Ganley?
Yay. Aye.
Linda Miller?
Aye.
Aye. And I am aye as well. Nancy Warner is absent. So carried. Wow, we're almost like a real meeting here tonight. Oh, that's crazy.
Combine the crowd from the last time.
All right, yay, you just paid your town taxes and your school taxes, and now your water bills are coming out. It's a great time of year. I know I love it.
We love you.
Look for the newsletter that will be enclosed in your water bill. If you don't get a water bill because maybe your landlord does or the bank gets it, or no, that's not an escrow, I'm sorry. But maybe your landlord gets it so you don't get it. This will be available on our website, and we'll post it on the Facebook too. The big information on that is we're still trying to button up that lead copper survey where you take a photograph of your service line that comes into your house, usually in the basement. We just need a photograph of it. It's real simple, and if you need help with it, you can make an appointment, and one of our DPW crew will come and help you. And you can call 518-756-8233, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4 p.m. And that's, we're really not sure where the money's going to come from to implement this study, what we've found in the study, but this is a requirement coming down, so we need to at least have this study completed, and we can go to the next step. And other than that, some important dates that are also listed on there that I'll just repeat. The village election will be 12 noon to 9 p.m. right here at Village Hall, 3/19/24. And 3/30/24 is the VFW annual Easter egg hunt. Leaf and brush pickup's going to start again in March. I don't think it stopped this year, did it, Henry?
Not really.
Not much.
We just picked up a bunch of bags.
Yeah. Village Cleanup Day / Earth Day is 4/20/24.
Good day.
And the rest of this stuff's far out, so we're not going to go any further. And also worth noting that effective September 2024, all industrial water users will be charged at a rate of 300% over the normal village rate for water. And that was Resolution 4, passed on August 7th, 2018. So there's that. Anybody else have anything interesting?
We're going to be doing Soup for Seniors on March 23rd.
March
It'll be
23rd.
Saturday. Meeting with Lakin on Thursday to hammer out all the details, but we'll be posting information March 23rd.
Is that Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday. Probably like 11 to 2 again, something like that. But more information will be coming out within the next couple weeks.
Cool.
Gotta make a flyer.
I like that Soups for Seniors, gives me good ideas, you know? And you get to see who's a good,
There was some really good
Good.
soup last year.
There was a lot. There was too many. It's hard to try them all.
I know. We're gonna we took some feedback from people from last year, and we're gonna restructure it a little bit this year and do things a little bit differently and try it out. So
Nice. Yeah, it was a good
golden
day. Good time.
cow,
it was a good
battle
day.
royale.
I was so full. I didn't think those little cups would do it, but man, oh man.
It was good. It's good to get out of the house every now and again, you know?
Yeah.
The Planning Zoning Board, February 26th, has a meeting regarding the Grace United Methodist Church, which is the property that the town has purchased for a town hall. And this is just an information share on a minor subdivision that will have to happen up there. It is not a public meeting. However, the public is always encouraged to attend these meetings. So come and open up your ears and see what they got planned up there. But this is on our end because that is within the village of Ravena. Yep, who's doing the abstract? Is
Caitlin
that-
is.
Oh, Caitlin's got an
Whoa,
excellent job.
switching it up.
I would like to make a motion to approve the audited bills for abstract 9-2-24, vouchers 9-44 to 9-75 for the amount of $40,000, $744.23.
I second that.
Yes.
All right. Yes. Trying to think what else.
I have a couple.
You do?
Thanks. Yeah, believe it or not.
All right.
Because it's getting closer and closer to my season. And we just got from Albany County that they're having another round of courses to certified lifeguards.
Nice.
And that, last year, they certified 78 lifeguards, and they hope to train over 100 this year. So that it's on the Mosher Park website, it's on our site, I believe, but it's on mine as well. But if it's not on our site, I'll make sure that information is up there. We would love more of our residents here to become certified. It's a great job, almost guaranteed a job with that kind of certification. So we'll make sure you get the information. Another thing I want to get out there again is our snack bar. We're still looking to get people to come in and hopefully give us something that they might want to do.
Is there a deadline on that?
We normally...
And what are you looking for? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
normally for the snack bar, are you asking snack bar, Joe?
Yes.
Okay. We don't really have a deadline. We start hiring lifeguards and getting our act together in May, 1st of June. So that's probably when we would really start considering what kind of snack bar. It's been taught that it could literally be a snack bar without any cooking. You could
That'd be
just sell
preferable, yeah.
snacks and have this refrigerator to keep beverages cold and stuff. I mean, which means that somebody that's not somebody in high school or, you know, things to consider. We'd love somebody to come to us with ideas.
How old do you have to be a lifeguard to be in that program?
I think the lifeguard age, I'm trying to think on it, and I don't believe it says it here, but we hire them. You can be a lifeguard at 15. I think I was at 14. And yeah,
Okay.
but we like to hire them a little bit older once they get the experience, but you can get trained
Okay.
that early. It's a really good certification to have.
Especially if you're on the swim team or something like that.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And if you're going to college, that was always my part-time job at all the pools in college too. So
Yeah.
it's a good position
Good way to
have.
get in the system.
Nice.
I think that's it. Anything else?
The only thing.
Oh, yeah, you should talk about that. Okay.
Albany County has sent a proposed list for events over to the park for this year. As of right now, they got 3. After meeting Linda, I want to talk to you for that conversation that we had.
Yeah,
We'll have a phone conversation and may add more stuff down this list
Great.
for us.
good.
But Albany County's program this year, they want to do lacrosse camp at the park, Monday through Friday, August 12th through August 16th. That's from 12:30 to 4:30 p.m. The baseball camp, which they had quite a few kids there last year, from 8 to 12. That'll be August 23rd.
Say that one more time. August what?
August 19th through the 23rd. And then the basketball skills and drills will be July 11th through August 22nd. Again, they're asking for permission for the use of the park for these programs.
What time's the
Like I
best?
said, me and Linda will be talking to the director of Albany County. He is interested in putting in more programs down here for us.
What
I,
time's the basketball?
Basketball.
Give time.
Do they have a flyer?
They did have flyers on previous years. I'm not sure. We can talk to them and make sure they did.
I was just say if you get a flyer, I'll put it on the celebrations.
Yeah,
page.
we'll get flyers for that situation maybe, and I'd like to get some to the schools
Yeah,
to put in before they go.
Time is 6 to 8.
6 to 8 p.m.
Which this year, the basketball camp is a little bit earlier. Usually it's like September because we get turn the lights on and stuff. So.
But like Henry said, I asked Henry if we could talk to the rec person to bring even more programs to our park, and it sounds like he's receptive.
Yes.
Oh, they're always
He
looking
wants
for,
to talk to us
yeah.
about it, so.
Good, good. So we'll get
So
together.
Maybe if you're around tomorrow, we can
Yeah.
give him a quick walk.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Thanks, Hank.
Oh, you got one more thing, Henry.
Uh-oh, yeah.
I don't know, it's got too much date
I have a letter here from Mr. Henry Traver. Dated February 16th, 2024. Dear Mayor and Board members, as you know, I've been with the Village of Ravena and its residents for over 30 years, 35 to be precise, and I believe the time has come for me to take a leap into retirement. I would like to see you leap anywhere. During my time at the village,
Don't back there laughing.
coworkers, department heads, elected officials, and residents come and go, I've seen the growth of the community and infrastructure firsthand. Essentially, I've watched the village thrive, and I'm proud to have been a part of that growth. And with my departure, my hope for the village is that it continues to become home for generations to come. Yours truly, Henry Traver. Okay. Hank, everything you said there is very accurate, and I've had the pleasure of doing my first 11 or so years with you. You started the foreman position with me, and we've done a lot, and a lot of what we've done we couldn't have done without you and your efforts, and it does not go unnoticed. Your dedication to the village and the community is second to none. And it's nice to have somebody that actually cares about their job, and that at 9 o'clock on a Sunday night, I find a broken window laying on the side of the road. You and I, we're working together, we're picking it up, we're taking care of stuff, and you go above and beyond. I'm impressed with it. So with much regret, I would motion we accept Henry's retirement letter.
No.
Sorry, it's not happening.
Torture him more.
Not that I really want to accept it, but I will, Hank. You
Second that.
deserve your retirement.
Yes, begrudgingly.
Yes.
All right. Oh, yes.
And,
Just want to say
And
thank you.
congratulations.
Yeah,
yeah,
You deserve it. I mean,
Absolutely.
even before I was sitting up here and, when I was on a volunteer status, the way you think of all the details and you think of the benefit of the community and the safety of the community, and it's always in the forefront of your mind. I've been working with Henry doing community events for a long time, and now in this capacity, you have to listen to me, but you always made it fun, and I'm also impressed with your dedication so thank you.
Thanks, Henry.
As a liaison to you for the past 4, I might get a little teary-eyed. But no, anything that I've needed to have done, you've been right there, forefront for all the grant, everything, so thank you.
Then who knows? That's some time
Yeah.
away. Might change your mind, March 29th. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. All right. Thanks again, Hank. And thank you all out there. I motion we adjourn.
Second that.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Good night and happy.